If you've played a rally game in the last 10 years, you've probably played Colin McRae Rally at some point. The series started on the PlayStation along with the PlayStation 2, and now Codemasters have released Dirt, a rally game for the Xbox 360 and PC. With the new title comes new gameplay modes in addition to the standard rally fare that have become a staple of their previous games. You now have a career mode, which opens up a pyramid ladder of races to compete in and unlock. There are about 120 races in here, so it will keep you busy for quite a while. The bottom of the ladder starts with single race events, and as you work up the ladder, the events become multi-stage, finally ending in a 7-stage final event. These events are made up of different race modes, from core racing with buggies around a circuit to traditional 1 vs 1 crossover racing to American-style rally raids with off-road 4-wheel drives, to rallycross, which is a circuit-style race with rally cars from the rally modes requiring more precision driving than some of the other modes. And finally, there's the normal point-to-point rally events, which will take up the other half of the game. Each race has multiple difficulties, which you choose before racing, with higher difficulties giving bigger paydays. There seems to be no rubber banding of the AI race cars, so you should just choose a difficulty that works for you. This is nice if you're having trouble getting past one particular level and want to progress in the career. You can tone it down for that race or tone it back up if you know a certain race type is your favourite. Competing the races in career mode unlock them for the rally world, which lets you set up single races, time trials with whatever cars you want. The career mode also brings in a lot of replayability, being able to track your progress. You can go back once you finish the game and try to get the highest difficulties done. For the races, this is a must feature in racing games these days. You still get money for going back and completing the higher difficulties, even if you finish the career mode. You can then use this money to unlock other cars and liveries. The rally mode has point-to-point racing from 6 different nations with different themes, such as large amounts of hills in Spain to hard surfaced streets of Japan to the dusty outback of Australia. You also have to compete in these to unlock them to be raced later, which you gain access to time trial modes in which bring in even more replayability. Each of the rally nations have 6 different tracks and 1 rally crossover at the end. You can race these in long mode or short mode, which will give you 7 or 5 races. The game has a car damage system, depending on what difficulty you're using, from none to full. There is also terminal damage, with head-on collisions resulting in you having to redo the entire race. The car damage system comes into play in the career mode, especially when getting to the highest part of the ladder as you're doing multi-part races and you have to go 2 races before getting to repair. Repairing won't always repair the entire car to full, as you have a time limit on what you can repair. The graphics in Dirt are very clean, however I would have preferred a bit more impact on my environment, such as dirt tracks seen in Sega Rally. The world sometimes feels a little static, and even a more destructible world seems like it would have fit in with the rally theme perfectly. Every car looks amazing, and the game performs generally well, but there are a few frame rate issues at some points when all the NPC cars are on the screen in front of you, and there are some long load times on the Xbox version of the game, and a few hardware issues on the PC if you've got some of the modern CPUs, but nothing game breaking. There isn't much to say about the sound, as most of the game only has the sounds you'd normally associate with Drive, and the soundtrack is very limited, with only real music being in the menu and race finishing. While well done, there isn't really much to say about these. They are good but not amazing pieces. There is some advertising in the game on billboards, tag heuer timers and that sort of thing. The game has an online advertising system as which updates every time the game starts up. For example, while driving around the billboards, the Australian government's current anti-speeding campaign glitters the game. Colin McRae Dirt will give you about 20 hours of gameplay at the very minimum, with twice or 3 times that if you plan to go for the pro title in every career race and unlock all the cars and liveries. Multiplayer was not reviewed as I could not get the connection to the service working. On the control side of things, if you're playing on the PC, you have to make sure that you get yourself an Xbox 360 controller or a high quality steering wheel. These will greatly improve your enjoyment of the game. I was disappointed with Colin McRae Rally back in the PlayStation 2 era. However, Codemasters have brought out a very full and complete package with Dirt, and I recommend it to any player. There is something here for pros and casuals alike. Dirt scores 9 out of 10.